Alright folks, in this clip I'm going to walk you through the steps needed for you to write a poem. Not just any poem, an epic poem. First off, let me say that writing poetry is not like writing any other type of writing. Any type of creative writing, whether it be novel, script, screenplay, stage play. Poetry is a little bit more from the heart, I guess you could say. It's supposed to be you conveying your thoughts and feelings onto the page, and really anything goes. I mean, if you go to school and are a poetry or a literature major and study all the famous poets, you'll find that there are a lot of different technical ways to become a poet and to write poetry. But honestly, at the end of the day, it's really all about what you're feeling at that particular time. There aren't any rules per se. I mean, if all it really is about laying your thoughts, feelings, desires, passion down on the page. To me, it's the most raw, untamed form of writing that there is. And in some regard, anyone can do it with very minimal experience. But it definitely is obvious when someone has a way with words, someone who's got that extra bit of talent that can express themselves in ways that most normal people can't. So, in that regard, it is a skill that cannot be taught. So it's kind of it's a conundrum, definitely. You're either incredibly gifted with words and are able to pour yourself onto the page in ways that few people can, or you're just a regular person who just wants to express themselves. You know, they both can be equally powerful. So this is what I would personally suggest. Take a trip down to your local Barnes & Noble or Borders or, local bookstore, flea market, whatever, and pick yourself up one of these. Very own little binder. If you're interested in becoming a good poet, the first thing you got to do is start laying down all your musings, because poetry is really one of those in the moment, seize the inspiration type of expression. So find yourself a little binder, one that you easy, portable, that you can keep with you at all times. Maybe have a little spot for a pen just in case inspiration strikes at one of the, those odd moments while you're at the grocery store or having a picnic in the park, and just start laying things down. Start laying down your ideas. It doesn't even have to have any structure or reason or rhyme. It needs to just, be honest and truthful. That's really where the best poetry comes from, a place of honesty. So when you find yourself in that moment where you just feel that need to lay your thoughts and feelings down on paper, that's when you want to break out one of these and actually do it. Just right then and there. It's when I find is best to, lay down those thoughts and feelings when the moment strikes. And then as far as writing an epic poem is concerned, I believe that is like crafting, fine-tuning a piece of art to where you kind of get the foundation for it early on, maybe one of those random moments of inspiration, but then you go over it again and again and really view the words like a piece of music. And the way a melody would flow from, verse to bridge to chorus to, as it crescendos up to the end, that's what a real epic poem ought to sound like. It ought to have pitch and timbre, and the words ought to move and flow. So really listen to the words, like say them out loud is a good way to help you write an epic poem. Like hear yourself formulate the words and hear them spoken and see how it really moves you in that regard. That, my friends, is how you write an epic poem.